Okay, Jeff review, boys. Ooh, this is good news. See?
With the beard.
It's
comfy.
It's thin beard. It means they've been working hard on this. It means it's really gonna be a good update because they really hit the spot.
Welcome everyone to today's developer update. We had an amazing weekend at BlizzCon, and we wanted to catch everybody up to the cool stuff that we announced and showed at the show this weekend. So we showed the latest animated short, which is called Reunion, that focuses on one of everybody's favorite characters, McCree. So Reunion takes place at Route 66, and it's a really cool movie. I highly recommend you all watch it, but you'll see an interaction between McCree and his former gang, which is known as the Deadlock Gang. And one of the coolest characters in the Deadlock Gang is a lady named Ashe, who is in fact the leader of that gang. And we get to learn a lot about her in that movie and a lot about her personality. Now, the coolest thing about Ashe is she's coming to Overwatch as our 29th hero. So a little bit about her backstory. Her parents neglected her growing up, and they were very wealthy.
Awesome.
And she lived sort of a privileged life, except she didn't really have anybody around her to support her. So naturally, she sort of went in a negative, bad direction. She has a very strong personality and is very bossy, so that eventually led her to found the Deadlock Gang. And she eventually attracted people such as McCree into that gang. But it's her gameplay that you're going to find the most interesting and the most exciting. She is a damage character, so she'll fill the damage role. Her primary focus...
We need a new risk structure, I think, of tanks and supports to reshape the game, I think, but...
is her weapon, which the weapon is called the Viper, and what that weapon is a semi-automatic rifle with 2 firing modes. You can use the primary fire and basically hip fire with her at reduced accuracy and reduced damage, or you can use the aim down sight feature and use the secondary fire, kind of like Widowmaker's zooming on her scope, and you'll be highly accurate and do a lot more damage at a slower fire rate. The gun feels fantastic. We put a lot of time and effort into it. It's called the Viper. We think it looks gorgeous. We think it sounds amazing.
True.
We think you'll love the way that this gun shoots, and it really is the most defining thing about Ashe.
True.
Other abilities that she has. She also has a secondary gun called the Coach Gun, which is her primary ability that she can use. The Coach Gun is sort of this shotgun blast that she can use to disengage with other people. So if somebody comes into her space and she doesn't want them near, she can use the Coach Gun not only to do damage to them, but it knocks back the person that's coming into her space and also knocks Ashe back. The cool secondary effect of this is that Ashe can use the Coach Gun to elevate herself into all sorts of fun locations, or just go straight up in the air, take some shots, and then land back down on the ground.
Sure,
so I think the Coach Gun adds really fun versatility to Ashe. Now, her secondary ability is called Dynamite, and sure enough, Ashe takes out a few sticks of dynamite, lights the fuse, and throws them in a direction. What this does when it lands somewhere is obviously it blows up and does a damage over time effect on anybody that it hits.
Which is huge.
The really fun part about Dynamite is if you don't want to wait for the fuse to go off, Ashe can actually shoot the dynamite mid-fuse and set it off whenever she wants. So really highly skilled players will throw the dynamite and detonate it with a perfectly aimed shot as it's in the air.
That will be blocked by either any barrier in the game that is a little too much or a nice Diva Matrix because we're playing fucking quad tank, PogChamp.
Now, we know you're all wondering what Ashe's ultimate ability is, and we felt like if you haven't, please go watch Reunion. But one of the stars of Reunion is a character named Bob, a giant Omnic.
Bob.
So we decided to make Bob Ashe's ult.
Bob.
So when Ashe has her ultimate available to her, she calls her trusty sidekick Bob in. She says, "Bob, do something," just like she does in Reunion. And Bob comes out. He's a giant Omnic. He'll charge forward and knock the nearest enemy up into the air, allowing Ashe to shoot that enemy if she happens to be paying attention at the time. And then Bob will use his arm cannon and becomes sort of like a devastating turret for the most part.
There's a lot of damage,
The enemy
yeah.
team can shoot Bob and can take him out, but he has a lot of hit points. And what's really fun is for characters on Ashe's team, they can treat Bob like a teammate for that time that
They
he's
can heal
out.
him, shield
Meaning
him.
If you have an Ana on your team with
Wait,
Ashe,
hold up. What characters does that interact with? Zarya?
and
Imagine blocking Ryan Shadow with a Bob bubble.
Ashe unleashes Bob onto the battlefield, Ana can actually nano boost Bob, for example, which is a lot of fun. So we know you're going to come up with all sorts of cool and crazy combinations. I would highly recommend you not only go watch Reunion, but you also go watch Ashe's origin story, which we did some really beautiful 2.5D cinematic work on that, and we think you'll really enjoy it. So I encourage you to go do that. That's all we have for today. Enjoy Hero 29.
What?
Thank you so much.
What's the balance change? It's the brick nerf.
Where is it? Max, find it. Is he so? We got it somewhere in here, man. Somewhere.
Go in the show more. There usually has a shit, much more there.
Sure. Over here, I think. Found it. No. No, it's telling me to buy the game. No, that's not it.
Yeah, you don't want to buy the game.
Instagram?
That.
Nah. That ain't it, Chief. Ooh, Lego though. Ooh. Whoa, payload, boys!
A Christmas building stream.
Pochab! Now, the dev update.
And have fun playing Ashe.
Wait. Maybe. What? I thought the last like 10 seconds would have.